All right, hello, and welcome to some SimRail. Welcome to today's stream. Nerd, it's good to see you. Lasagna, it's good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope your days, or evenings, or whatever it may be, wherever you are, has been going well so far. We are going to do some train driving today. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any dispatching. Um, I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. Could give it a go at some point, maybe, perhaps. Thank you, Nerd. But I'm not like I'm not itching for it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how we feel. We'll see how we feel. Um, I'm aware the restart's gonna be soon, right? The restart's gonna be soon. So I'm thinking we just sort of grab anything and what is this? This is meant to be Pendolino as well, right? But it doesn't say it for some reason. We grab anything until the restart, and then we'll do our little thing where we try to grab a service at the beginning, close to the beginning of its route as possible. Oh wait, what do you mean, nerds? I don't remember it exactly as well. I just remember it was very, very close to the last time we started streaming. So I'm assuming, going off what it was once upon a time, I'm assuming it's like close to 2:30, 2:25. Oh, not awake to dispatch. No, not even. It's just I know it's not feeling it, innit? Just not feeling it. I'm trying to. I wanted to grab a Pendolino today. I'm trying to see like the longest one, which I think is that 2 hour 26 minute one. So we'll jump into that. And I don't know. Maybe we'll finish it. Maybe we'll finish it and then grab something after that. Just so, because if I do the same thing every time we stream, the timetable doesn't change, right? The timetable is always the same. So we're gonna just end up grabbing the same services every single time, waiting for the same services every single time. So we'll try to switch it up a little bit. And hopefully we have a different experience every time. Okay, well we did good because this is basically the beginning of this service. Nice. So that worked out in our favor. I'll close that. Close that. Right, picking up passengers. Oops. Enable the spring brake, but release the normal brake. Oh wait, are the brakes fixed now? I don't even need to be doing that stuff no more, do I? But I'm still gonna do it anyway. So just corridor lighting and whatever else I just pressed. I don't believe I need to do anything here, especially seeing as it's daytime as well. A lot of what I would mess with here would just be for nighttime, like control panel. I keep doing this by accident. I don't have to leave it out. Okay, I'll obviously set my speed set as well. Take it down all the way down to 40. I feel like there's one more thing, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, look at that. We've been given the all clear to go here at Warsaw. That's a new one. That is a new experience. Performance so far seems really good. I'm going to keep an eye on it as we traverse Warsaw. But yeah, honestly, so far so good. Microphone button is working. NVIDIA broadcast, that is cool. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't on the menu, but I think it always works in the game itself. You're the other way around. What is that? Other way around in terms of what? Brakes are fixed about time. Okay, so I don't have to hold. I don't have to use the spring brake anymore to hold the train. Very well. Let's give that a go then. Cool. Let's get going. This is my first time driving a Warsaw, as you can see by the achievement. If that popped up, I don't know if it popped up or not. But I just got an achievement. The whole Explorer achievement stuff. Would be nice if they simulated the neutral section stuff for the Pendolino, so that I would actually need to press the neutral section button. Because at the moment, it's very much... well, it's just not simulated, isn't it? You just go right past, or you just go right through a neutral section without needing to do anything. Oh, you prefer dispatching? Oh, yeah. That's no secret. That's no secret. I think I definitely went through a phase where I preferred dispatching over train driving for a while. But I think I'm always a bit of a train driver at heart. Hello, Dommy. How you doing, mate? Putting on the sun blinds. Are you taking over from Nabil? I can't even do that. Is there a button for it? I've never done that on this train. There you go. Is that better for you? Is that better for you? I'll be real. It's made no difference to me and the light coming through. Hey, Sammy. How you doing, mate? All things are good. Thank you very much. All is well. How are you doing? Different pretty lights, right? Let me say in the Bill's words, I know, right? Not Dommy, it was lasagna. Go to 50 and get the achievement. One day, not today. Whenever I thought I'm feeling cheeky and I'm feeling like I want to abuse the rules a little bit. The water looks much nicer than it used to. Wow. When I'm feeling cheeky and I want to abuse the rules, then yeah, I'll consider it. Not bad. Better than bad, I guess. Hope work's going well today. Well, let me go 250, nerd. Oh, don't worry, mate. It's not because I'm worried about you stopping me. It's my conscience. So far, so good in terms of performance, you know. Steady 60. But we're not out of the woods yet. We'll see how things are in stations to come. But this is the most problematic area, so if it's smooth here, we good. We have to slow down a little bit prematurely, but better slow down early than too late. You know I've got the balls to go 250, nerd. That is not going to make me go, oh no, I'm not a pussy. Yeah, I literally just got the email, nerd, from Cyberpower, I think. I don't know why I got an email from them. I've never bought anything from them before. Or maybe it was a different thing with just cyber in the name. I don't know. But I literally just got it like seconds before you typed that message saying that 50 series PCs are now in stock. Unfortunately, I haven't got thousands on hand to buy it. So I really would have liked to get the Founders Edition, man. That would have been cool. I'll give you a raise until you go to 50. No, you won't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm happy to be like, even if I did have the funds, to the extent that I could buy a 5090 and be completely cool. Like, I wouldn't even feel it. I don't think I would. Well, let me not say I don't think I would. Maybe I would, but I would definitely be really thinking hard about it. Because I really just don't think it's worth it, man. Especially not with a 3080 Ti. Now, if I was going to actually use this PC as a streaming PC, then of course it's a no-brainer. But as I'm happy to buy like a PC with like the minimum specs basically for streaming, I don't think it's necessary, man. Don't mind rolling in. Wow. Don't mind rolling in a little bit slow. Considering we're probably going to be here for a few minutes anyway, so basically killing time. And we get to get closer to our stopping point anyway. Founders Edition not available here. Oh, I said L. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You have to set up like bots and stuff to even probably get your hands on one, so it's not like you had a high chance of getting one anyway. I know I don't. The pimp apartment. Hello, ASR. How you doing, mate? We are heading towards Krakow. How about that? I actually didn't even notice. I just got in it because it was the longest journey with a Pendolino. Please put dark mode on GSMR screen. You guys and your dark modes and your blinds. It's not flashing your eyes. It's not doing anything. Like, the whole scene is so bright in this tunnel. Sorry, in this tunnel section, and you're worried about the GSMR being a little bit white. And it's being covered up by the chat box anyway, which is putting like a tint over it. You prefer light mode? I don't have a preference at all. When I was in secondary school, when I was like young, yeah, I was very anal. Oh, dark mode, everything, it looks cool. But I just stopped caring about it. I really stopped caring about it. It's not that deep. Sometimes it can look better. And sometimes it actually does make sense. So like when something's actually too bright, like a page or like an app, like Twitter. Twitter's bright as hell in light mode. I still use it in light mode anyway. But if someone uses it in dark mode, I'll completely understand. Also, I've only just noticed this has 2 sets of wipers. Has that always been the case? Wasn't it one wiper that used to go through the whole screen? The whole windscreen? It's always been 2 wipers. That's strange. I've never noticed. Oh, I guess to be honest, if it was one, then it would be parked in the middle, right? And then I would have noticed that, because that would have been jarring. Typical noob. Yeah, you can open the front nose now, innit? I think it would be quite difficult to couple up to another one if you couldn't. Maybe I should give some of the scenarios a try at some point. I don't know. Maybe I just do it for like a YouTube video. I just do some scenarios. Because I don't feel like they've got much value for stream. I feel like the multiplayer aspect just adds so much. Open it now. I don't know how to open it. I know you can open it. I'm not quite sure how. On the front of you, down from alarm button. Oh, coupler cover. Okay. I see. I'll do it at this stage, and I'm sure we're gonna have a couple more minutes of waiting. So I'll give it a go. How long do I have to hold it for? Like, will the train notify me that it's open? Or do I just have to hold it down for a number of seconds and then go on the external camera view? Hold it till it beeps and red light goes away. Okay. I'm assuming this red light. Perhaps. I feel like it could sense it as a bit as an error. Green light should stay. Okay, it's not that light then. Alright, let's give it a go. Oh, okay. I see the lights. So now... There we go. So I wonder if... Can you couple up in multiplayer? Leave it open? Why? Not even open. Go and do the back or what? So a random train can just come and connect. Quite a simple process, really, isn't it? Need the air, right? Why are you guys such a big fan of chaos? Why can't we just do things normally? Oh, it would absolutely be terrible for aerodynamics. I wonder if that's actually, like, taken into account. I doubt it. And I wouldn't be mad about it. But that would be an entirely next level of coding. I think even for SimRail developers, that would be maybe a little bit too much. Still smoking a cigar. It doesn't look like that, to be fair. Okay, dummy. Time to do some ETCS action. It's been a while, man. It's been a long while. Do you guys remember if I ran with ETCS? Not last stream, but the stream before that. That was a while ago, the day of the update. That was like mid-December. I don't think I even ran with ETCS then, so it's been a long time. There's not really much to remember though, is it? It's pretty straightforward. Well, you know I'm not going to crash a service, nerd. It'd just be a waste of a poll. And everyone's probably going to say yeah anyway. Regardless. There we go. So 28. Okay. Basically any time between 25 and 30. I believe that was 1321. Service 1321. So we'll give it a couple minutes. Yeah, that's the plan, ASR. That's the plan. 1321. I'm just gonna be sitting here refreshing it like a fiend. I don't need to use a search bar for either one, to be honest, because it's gonna show up here when it comes. It's not gonna be below, right? It's gonna show up at the top. And 1321 is going to be near the top anyway. So either way, I'll be alright. Just in case, I'll do INT just in case. I'll just keep waiting for one to show up. The derailing achievement. How am I going to get the derailing achievement? I feel like it's yeah, it's difficult to derail in SimRail. I'm going to try and keep note of how long it takes for the server to come back as well. Okay, roughly minute and a bit. Really, nerds. Well, I guess if you're just blowing 250 kilometers an hour through every single part of the map, yeah, you are likely to find some spots. Give it a 4 beans. Before you guys complain again. There you go. No, extract. There you go.
Train 1321, you are clear through Prosco.
Train 1321, message received. Thank you very much. Have a good shift. The right dial in the purple mode. Right dial in purple mode. What right dial are you talking about? What purple mode? What does that even mean? Okay, it's a joke, but what does it even mean? You can't get. It's not my fault if it's a bad joke, is it? Open a paper timetable. There you go. You actually see something specific, ASR, or was it just to have it open? For the sake of having it open? Oh, purple one. See, that was such a crappy joke. So, well, and you're mad that I didn't get it. How can it be? That's not my fault. Can I print a paper table? I can't. But I mean, the option is there. I don't want to open it and then have it start opening all types of windows. Oh. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say it would be cool if I drove like HUDless and had the paper timetable. I had the paper timetable on like the corner of the stream or something. I don't know. Okay, we are no longer at 60. I will not be using the emergency brake. No. Why do we set the volume to volume's fine as it is? I don't think there's a need to turn up the volume. I'm not going to 250. I'm driving as according to what I should be driving. If you don't want to see one of those streamers that play sim games and then just does stupid shit in a sim game where you're meant to be, the whole point is it's a simulation. They are there. There are many. I play sims as close to as their intended way as possible. Otherwise, I'll be playing, I don't know, I'd be playing GTA, or I'd go and play Wreckfest or whatever's out there where you're actually intended to be destructive. I don't care about achievements. I'll be very honest with you. The minute I go after an achievement, I'm gonna feel the need to go after all of them, and that will be a very slippery slope if I'm gonna be achievement hunting. So I'm chilling. Because in the ETCS screen, you can also decrease brightness. How does that correlate with changing the volume, though? Can I put minimum brightness? What's wrong with it as it is? It looks fine as it is. Like, it all looks fine. Why are we really being pedantic and extra? What's going on? Do this and do that and do that and do this. Can we just, like, enjoy, like... Unless I'm actually doing something wrong, can we not just enjoy things how it is? Everything looks fine. Why are we being so extra today? Roll the blinds, put this in dark mode, change the volume, set the brightness. Bro, let's just enjoy the train. ETCS won't like it. That too, actually. Yeah, that too. I'll probably be better off turning ETCS off first completely and then trying to get 250. See, but if I just turn off chat and I don't respond to chat, you guys get mad. Oh, he's not looking at chat. He's not looking at chat. He's not responding to chat. Oh, he responds so late to chat. But that would be the best possible case for my peace of mind right now, is to lock off chat and just play the game. Not even talk, just play the game as if I'm playing it solo.
You clear through GM to 250 after my station. Thank you.
Chain 1321, message received. Thank you very much. What's the play? You know what I haven't had open in a long time? This is the map. The SimRail map. Although, to be fair, I don't think it's as necessary as it once was train driving anyway. It's always going to be open. It's always going to be important to have it open, I think, dispatching. But realistically, it's not like we've got 1 million players. And I know that's obviously an exaggeration. I'm not saying we ever had 1 million players, but... I don't know. I mean, ASL, the other day you said that the average kind of like player base has increased a little bit, right? I still feel like it's very quiet though. Very, very quiet. We're late. 1 minute delay, interesting. How would that have come about then? Considering we've been leaving all the stations on time. Unless the restart messed with something. But I feel like I've been pretty much on job. The only time I've ever crashed in SimRail is when I was being dumb with the speeds, and then I was just in like effort mode, and then that was the only time I've done 250 in a Pendolino, and somehow nerd went through the exact same curve at the exact same speed, completely fine, somehow. That wasn't really fair. Need to increase speed to make up time. I mean, you're not wrong. Scientifically speaking, you are very right. However, lawfully speaking, you are incorrect. You can always go to speed limit plus 3 kilometers an hour. I mean, to be fair, I guess that would actually make a difference. Considering we've still got 2 hours and it's only a 1 minute delay. But I'm not that bothered by it. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was it then. Yeah. That was ridiculous. The fact that we were able to do that for as long as we did is ridiculous. You're not wrong, ASR. You're not wrong. See that helpful comms goes a long way. Actually goes a long way. That train right there, though, on the left, that's one of my favorites. I would have actually thought the Elf is my favorite, but I think, and it's kind of my fault, but because I drive it basically on kind of autopilot, I don't find it as fun. But then, I don't know, man. I'm a lot more mature now in driving trains in SimRail, but I remember when I first started driving the Elf manually, the brake, I couldn't get the brakes right. I didn't really understand how the brakes worked, and I'd always end up braking too hard, always. Do you actually know all the regions off by heart, ASR? Okay, you know what? Okay. For everything being as high as it is, even in 1440p, it is actually handling it pretty well. And without DLSS as well. Does DLSS make like a huge difference in SimRail though? I feel like I remember it didn't. It helps a little bit, but it never made like a huge difference. And it made things look not so great. I'm tempted to give it another go though. I guess if I decide to go up to 4K. This is the name of the longest stretch of track in-game land fortress from College do Zawiercie. Oh wow, okay. I see it on the map. TSW route could never, absolutely. I mean, who knows, innit? It could. It could. None of the ones that we have released, but I'm pretty certain it's possible, and I'm sure somebody at some point will create it from the community. But as it stands, yeah, TSW could never. And if it could 70 euros, yeah, sounds about right. Cruise control is 2 under. I assume that's for like safety reasons, similar to how on some German trains, it will keep you at 5 under. 5 kilometers is usually the standard, as I understand. 5 below the speed limit is what train drivers in Germany tend to abide by. Yeah, when you put it like that, ASR, abysmal. Actually abysmal. Right, I'm trying to get some DLSS here and see. Oh my god, that looks horrible. Instantly looks horrible. Turn it off. Instantly looks horrible, and that's on the highest quality option as well. Nah. No way. It doesn't do much ASR but make everything look horrible. I knew there was a reason for why I turned it off. We're sitting at like what feels like 40 and it's a little bit jarring. That's much better. Do some seat setting adjustments. I don't think I need to be honest. I don't feel like I'm sitting in any like too close or too far or too to the left or too much to the right. I think we're good. Yeah, people have been asking that for a while in TSW. I can't imagine it being difficult. I can't imagine it being difficult, man. There are a lot of quality of life things that really won't take much effort, but will just show that, hey, we're listening to you lot. You know, like just try and make some reparations between the devs and the community. Unless there's a, oh, can you do this, and it's to drive correctly because I wasn't driving correctly. I'm not doing anything. I'm keeping it as it is unless I feel something is off. See, unless I'm driving this train. Hello, Mr. Hamburger. The CC thing, CC being Creators Club? Or are you talking about a different CC thing? Okay, cruise control. Okay, that was very nice. That was a very nice addition. I mean, to be honest, it's not like it wasn't clear in all the trains that have it, to be fair. But it is nice having it on the UI, yeah. Like, it hasn't made anything worse. It hasn't hindered the experience. It hasn't made, like, anything worse. Yeah, it just everything works. Even with that little addition. So something like that is nice, man. Extra bit of detail at not really a high of a price. Or the brake pad that before, instead of showing bars, shows an arbitrary percentage. How long ago was that? Wasn't that an option, actually? ASR. I don't remember. That must have been before my time. If there was a point at which it was not you didn't have a choice. I think November 2023. Yeah, it makes sense. I started playing it in 24, I think. I started playing it in 2024, so yeah, that was before my time. Thank God for that. Although, I think a percentage is still... You can still work with it. Thank you, Nerd. I can't be bothered to reply in game, thank you. I forgot to pronounce that, to be honest, and I can't be bothered to try and figure it out again. Yeah, I think a percentage is... As much as it's not as clear as a bar, I think you can definitely still work with it. But a bar is definitely better. It's more of a visual. Sredzałki, I think. I'm probably still butchering it, but hey. A man can try. Alright, ASR. I hope everything goes well. See you later, mate. I'm hungry, man. I had big ass breakfast as well. I still find it funny how my favorite driving experience on here is probably driving the tracks. And that was a train that I would always avoid because of the brakes and how I didn't really understand their function. Hello, Joe. How you doing, mate? Been a while. See you later, lasagna. No, that's criminal, nerd. That's criminal, mate. Yeah, she's not streamlined as a Pendolino, but it's a tracks loco, innit? Like, they all... I don't know. I don't think they look terrible. Some of those... Okay, some of these trees are bugging out. The leaves like disappear as you get closer to them. What setting is this? Just as a boring fridge. Nah, it's a powerhouse. Absolute powerhouse. Yeah. I guess that's where the Vectron comes in it? Because you've got power, but yeah, obviously they're not, you know. I mean, they're not as bad as the 155, which is literally like a container. But cool. They're not, you know, they're not exactly smooth and streamlined. Whereas the Vectron still has that power, but it's a lot more smoother. It's still a bit of a box compared to some others, but it's definitely a lot smoother. Generally speaking, yeah. I mean, when did the Vectron enter service? Mid 2010s, if I'm not mistaken. They do, Joe, but not double tracks locos though, right? I know they've got some others. The one in the back at ground level. The back at ground level from forward. Let's have a look. A few times is generous. Goodness me. I guess I'm assuming we'll get there eventually, right? I'm assuming we're going through like the whole train. Or am I just going back and forth between the same views? No, I think I'm just going back and forth between the same views. Is it this one? Is it 6? This game was in need of some new angles, so I'll be honest. It's not really something you consider too tough until you are lacking in that area. Yeah, but Ned, I'm pretty sure we went through like all of the carriages. Because what I don't want to do is click it fast, and then we end up skipping it. You don't drive the Pendo, fair enough. I know, maybe I'm wrong in it. It would be weird if it wasn't a thing for all trains. That definitely would be a little bit odd. I was considering doing some freight. Maybe after this one we'll do a freight run, a freight service. Sequel to the Taurus. Dragon. We could be driving the Dragon later on. I don't really have a preference. I think I'm just happy to get into any train, to be honest. I was a bit worried for Steam. Might have to go through the like tutorial scenario again just to sort of have like a bit of a refresher. But generally talking, there's not really a train that I'll just flat out avoid. There's not an equivalent to the Expert 101, basically. Yeah, because I remember doing it last time. Last time I had to go at SimRail. And yeah, I feel like I know the view you're talking about. And I feel like I got it within a few clicks. So like you said. So that was a bit odd that I was having to keep going and going. And it just seemed to not really be doing much. Hello, Simon. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. I find it interesting that we don't really get Like in terms of trains, the UK is very much set apart from Germany. Like we've got our 66, 67, 68s for freight, and some old schoolers. But that's about it. Eurofirm is the name of the design. Had a Whopper today for dinner and from Hungry Jack's. You are just teasing me, mate. Because I said I was hungry. I said I was rather peckish. I had breakfast alongside like food from last night. I don't know how I'm still hungry. Well, I wasn't hungry after eating it. I'm hungry now, but it's only been like a couple of hours. I don't know what's happened in my like eye area. But I checked in the mirror after complaining about it last time, and then it was just like it's dry. Like I do have eczema, but I've never had it there. So I hope it's not that. Oh, I'm driving with the HUD, Joe. I just don't have the timetable up. The timetable HUD and the unnecessary name and level at the top. I'm just trying to clear as much clutter as possible. I still need everything else, to be honest. I haven't become like a SimRail god just yet. If it ends up sucking me into that level where I play it often, then who knows what's to come in it. But as it stands, I still need the basics. Or is it because my webcam's covering stuff? That would be a cheeky way to hide things, you know. Like all of a sudden, I decided to put my webcam down here. And oh, you know, relatively HUDless. I don't know. But I still do get the signals. I still do get the signals. I won't deceive any of you. But when I was playing this regularly, I did actually start to understand. And there was a tablet that I was using that had like a picture of all the signals and their meanings. And I was actually like prepared. I did do a run or two actually without the signal without the signal HUD. But yeah, I kind of stopped playing as much as I was. But I'm thinking once I get a second monitor, I'm gonna try again. Again, if I end up playing regularly, there's no point putting in the effort, and then, you know, I'm not really playing much of the game anymore. Don't think we're gonna make it to 120 in time. I know exceed the speed, you know the dash you don't. I'm talking about the hard melon. Oh, nice one, Joe. They ended up working out for the better then, somewhat. Not timetable, but yeah, no. The paper timetable is another one because you can print this out, and then it will, when you press print, it opens it on a browser, and I started to understand what all the little things meant, and so ultimately, if I wanted to, and I was patient with it, and I gave it the time, I definitely could be driving completely HUDless. And to be fair, that would be a very fun experience. A very, very fun experience. But I'm just not playing this that often. Where on earth is a Lamington? Just making up words. Just making up words at this point, nerds. What's the delay looking like? 0 minutes. Hopefully we keep it that way. I'm not looking it up. You tell me what it means, Lamington. I've been going 28 years strong with the English language, and I've never once heard the word Lamington. It's gotta be an Aussie term. Gotta be. Ah, there it is, an Australian cake. Shock. To be fair, it doesn't sound too bad. If for whatever incredible reason I find myself in the continent, I'll definitely I'll definitely consider it. Real words that no one above that part of the world utilizes. So it might as well not exist. End of the day, innit? I highly doubt we'll find ourselves in a snowy setting between now and oh my god. Krakow. I forgot the name of it. I was thinking of Kozlov. So yeah, it's gonna be my first look at Krakow in a first look for at what it actually looks like without it being covered in a blanket of snow. Sending news now to London. You'll be doing us a favour, mate. Please don't do that. Did you guys continue watching the Ludwig's Barn stream yesterday? Of that person that we raided? We could do with some heat, Dommy, but not that level of heat. I'll pass, thank you. I mean, nicely is subjective. Perhaps nicely for like 0.000000001 second. But unfortunately, before I get the chance to enjoy it, I will no longer exist. I actually don't know what like the Prime Minister's or the King's plans are for like the UK getting nuked for like the public. There's not really like clear. It's not like there's not like a thing that everyone knows. Oh yeah, if in that situation we all need to do this or we all need to go here. Like nobody actually knows what to do. I'm not too sure, Joe. You're gonna have to ask Nerd. Nerd is the one who is dispatching. I don't think that was odd as well. Seeing like on a 2-track, seeing freight on the left. I guess it's one way to keep us going and to keep us on time. Cargo's on the left at OP because it had no platform. It has the only platform. I would trust Nerd. He seems to know what he's doing. And if he's been faking it this whole time, well, he's been doing a pretty good job at it. What time is it then? That's a good question. I know it's late, but it's going to be something ridiculous. But how ridiculous? I know, so it's probably only going to be like 1 in the morning or something, right? Some burners actually stop at OP now. Oh, is it? Nice. I know the whole point of this service is for it to be obviously, you know, very much an express service, but I wouldn't be opposed to having it do 1 or 2 stops along the way. It's 2:11 a.m. It does have 2 platforms in real life, and I think it would be really cool. I was saying this to ASR not too long ago. It would actually be really cool to have work that's currently ongoing in reality to be simulated in the game as well. As long as it's nothing too crazy, right? Like, I think, yeah, introducing another platform at OP would change a lot, but I don't know. I feel like with the full release, they had the opportunity to redo the whole timetable, right? So I feel like they could have gotten away with it. How do you increase a sense of speed in a game? Like, let's say, okay, I'm at 60, yeah? Let's say I was at 144 or 240. Would the train feel faster? Or would everything just be smoother? I've been wondering that by going faster. I don't blame him. Food is life. Food is life. Talking of desserts, I could also do with a dessert. Oh my god, I was typing Q in the chat. They need to have the flashing line like on Windows, like on Microsoft's Word. Very clear, very obvious. So that you know that, oh yeah, anything you do will just be typed out rather than actually applied to the train. Simon, you've lived a cool life, man. Staying around in different countries, different continents. I know it can come with its downsides, but ultimately, I think it's really cool. It wasn't the AI, Joe. It was our resident cat nerd. I'm sure the AI is much improved now. Not like it was abysmal before. It would have abysmal moments, but generally speaking, the AI was always decent, but it would have its moments. So thankfully, we've got Mr. Nerd assisting us. Yeah, exactly. It was Nerd that was jumping around, as he so likes to do. Clippy's a legend, man. Clippy's a legend. He's not dead. He's alive in all our hearts. Only 2 weeks. I mean, even only 2 weeks is better than nothing at all. Like, it's a completely different experience. Even though it's another English-speaking country, it's completely different. Well, and they also do drive on the left, on the correct side of the road. AI is rubbish still, really? Sending trains in a panic to the side. Wow. I mean, okay. Well, is it any better than what it was before? I don't think it was ever like terrible. Wherever I used to go on Warsaw was, where I'd never leave on time. But yeah, Ludwig's Barn. Have any of you played it yet? Have any of you console guys played it yet? That's my service right there. That's my service. There is a Trax freight service, but it's a passenger one that I like. It's an intercity service. It's my favorite kind of service. Ah, that's a shame, man. That's a shame. It really can just like bring a very good run to a complete halt. I was doing I think it might have been an intercity service, and it was like a 2-3 hour run. Got to the very end, one of the last couple of stations, and it had me stopped there for like 40 minutes. For reasons that really didn't make sense. Strikingly similar to the UK in a lot of ways, but different too. It prioritizes the pendos too much. I mean, it should always do that, Joe. But I guess, yeah, if a Pendolino's like 25-30 minutes away, there's not really a need to hold the train to the side. So the TGVs are showing as playable, but they're not. No way. It's always the TGVs, isn't it? Like, the DLC is bare minimum as it is. Even bare minimum is almost complimenting it. And then there's a list of issues that are known. And then there's more. Some tracks has a cargo paint job and it's hauling passengers. Oh, the black and red one. You might be waiting a long time if you're going to wait for the fixes, mate. Like, imagine having not bought the game, or let's say at least not played the game, because because you're waiting on the West Coast Main Line to be fixed, as that's a route you really wanted to play and you're really excited about. You would still be waiting. We're in February, basically. I don't think it'll be released today or tomorrow. I might be wrong. If I am, then, well, it is what it is. But I highly doubt it. Well, practically in February. The game released in September. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? I saw someone, like, conspiracize, if that's a word. Because of Rivet Games having gone quiet recently, that they're working on routes, like, for, like, dovetail, because they worked on West Coast Mainline. They helped dovetail with the West Coast Mainline. Shock, given the state of it. Which is an absolutely diabolical decision in the first place. How can you decide to work alongside a studio that your customer base is strongly, well, the majority of your customer base is strongly against and strongly criticized rightly? Like, they cannot be surprised, surely, that the West Coast Mainline came out in the state that it was in. What a crazy decision. What a crazy decision, man. Dovetail really just do things that are in their interest and their interest only. Because I'm sure it benefits them. Of course it benefits them. But, wow. The original orange TGV. Oh, the old school one. The rather ugly one, in my opinion. It looks like an angry man. The issue is, Simon, the majority of players will not be taking that stance, even though that's the stance that makes sense. And I think the releases, the Dovetail specific releases that occur between now and TSW 6, assuming TSW 6 will come out in September, I think for me will determine the path of the game. Because if we continue to see really subpar releases across the board, whether they're releasing locos, whether they're releasing full routes, because I feel like they're steering hard very quickly towards minimum effort, Like, they're not even trying to hide it. Like, I feel like previously you'd see signs of it, but they were smart at hiding it and excusing it and stuff like that. Whereas I think now they almost don't care. Like, enough plays, it's almost like enough players have seen through the cracks that they're like, you know what, F it, we might as well just blatantly not really put in much work. Because imagine we didn't have any Just Trains or TSG releases. Imagine if they just went studios working on any DLC for TSW. The state of the game would be dire. You like the angry man? I don't know, man. Like, usually I'm not too against old school designs and just things that are old school. But man, I don't know. It's a tough one. I'll be very honest. I think this train looks ugly. I think this is a really ugly front. Like, there's just too much of, like, there's too much of nose. There's too much nose. Too much nose. I think the livery's alright. Do we still have this very basic, like, left and right swaying motion? Would be nice to have that, like, the physics kind of like rejigged a little bit this year. No worries, Sammy. It's not a long boy relative to a regular Pendolino, I don't think. No, isn't this like a standard? Or maybe it's like 2 or so carriages longer than usual, actually, isn't it? Maybe it's because, I don't know, it's I don't know. It does look like it's extended more than usual by 1 or 2 carriages. Maybe I'm just making that up, though. It is aerodynamic. Yeah, fair enough. I can't wrong it for that, but it's ugly. It can absolutely be aerodynamic and ugly. It's crazy how you writ that in a way that shouldn't even be legible, nerds. But when I looked at it the first time, I saw the word aerodynamic, like, spelled properly, not aerodynamic. That's really weird how the brain works. Like, I'm so certain I saw it spelled correctly. To be fair, it is like 2 something in the morning over there, so you can be excused. You don't know my brain. I feel like my brain has a brain of its own. Yeah, because if it's not the late nights that you can use as an excuse, it's just that you just an Aussie, innit? Just an Aussie, man. For that alone, you're like permanently excused. Oh, urgent crack. It's been a while since I've had bot spammers in my chat. How would you guys feel if I just started like botting and I just had like 100 concurrent viewers overnight? I would expect pitchforks and torches. 2 games they're looking at and want your opinions. This is what we need in the build. And the build seems to know a lot about a lot of games. I feel like... Ooh, my pay for February is looking handsome. I feel like... God bless HMRC. Sometimes they do well, you know. I actually didn't know you can see your pay slip like super early, not super early, but a lot earlier if you have the HMRC app. City and Transport Sim, I haven't heard the greatest stuff about it, but that's not, I can't judge it based on what I personally know. Chairman Truck Driver, know nothing about it. American Dream, know nothing about it. So yeah, if any of you lot know anything about those games that Sammy's listed, your opinions will be your opinions are more than welcome. Sammy, why didn't you go on the Steam? Just Google that game, Tram Truck Driver, or is it actually Tram Truck Drive, whatever it's called? Google it and followed by Steam. Let it take you to the Steam page and have a look at the reviews. See what people are saying about it. I doubt there's going to be any Steam specific issues that you won't get on PlayStation. No, Joe. They can run at 200 when under ETCS. I mean, you can be like nerds and push it to 250, which I'm also guilty of doing in the past. If you really wanted to, at risk of getting yourself kicked off the server. But by they're timetabled at 200, and there are not too many, but there are sections where you do run at 200 for a while. But I think for the majority of the run, you're going to be doing 160. Not a lot of quality reviews. Fair enough, Sammy. In that case, then, how about watching some gameplay videos? I know it's a bit of work compared to just clicking, and then buying it. But I don't know. Could save yourself. It's better to do a bit of due diligence at the cost of a bit of time and effort, rather than spend that money, even if it is just money you might as well throw away, and then realize, oh, that was a waste. The upgrade in the CMK to 250. Are they actually? What's the CMK again? I've seen that about and I forgot. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen or not, but there was like someone posted on Twitter, like a journalist, I think, like a games journalist, posted on Twitter about how game studios are hoping that GTA 6 retails for $100 because that would then mean that everything else can go up. GTA almost have like Apple power in terms of like everyone else follows them, and I think it really is a thing where like SimK is what you're on now. Oh, okay, this section of the line isn't upgraded already in reality, nerds. I feel like I've heard something like that, but yeah, and it's kind of mad because it's like 17 like I remember PS2 games being £30, and I remember that very vividly because I would always be on the Argos catalog looking at PS2 games, and they were always $29.99, the majority of them. And then obviously it's almost like with every console iteration, the games have increased by £10 every year, or not every year, but like every couple years, so that now like a standard pricing can be $50-$60 or quid. So yeah, £17 in this economy for a game is super cheap. But I do kind of worry a little bit for what's to come, and I know obviously you do have to kind of bear inflation in mind, but still, because I know £30 back in the day is not £30 today, but it's not 50, I don't think, or 60. And I feel like it's hard to justify when you go down into like the logistics of actual games. And bear in mind, everything's not everything, but a lot of games are like digital now. So it's not like back in the day when companies had to pay for packaging and shipping and, you know, all that kind of thing. It's all digital now. So why are prices still going up? Especially with DLCs being a thing now. I didn't know EA makes 75% of their profit from microtransactions. I didn't know it was that bad. I'm not gonna listen. I'll be honest. I think we're all gonna be ready to pay 100 quid for GTA 6. So let's keep it a buck. We're all probably ready to pay that money. It doesn't mean it's. I don't know. It's still high, isn't it? It's still mad. I'll keep it real. I'm buying a whole console. I'm buying a PS5 for GTA 6. I'm hoping it's gonna be like a bundle, like a PS5 GTA 6 bundle. But I will be buying a PS5 just for GTA 6. And so yeah, it's gonna be expensive for me anyway. But if the whole games industry suddenly goes in pricing, then boy, it's gonna be a bit scary. It's gonna be a bit scary, man. Because we're gamers, right? We're not just, let's say, for example, train fans or truck fans. We're gamers, right? We're gonna have our preferences, but ultimately, every year we're gonna be buying a game or two at the very least. And so yeah, we're gonna feel it, man. We're gonna feel it. Really, Sammy? Who is Strauss Zelnick? Just as so I know like how credible what he says is. A deluxe version of Age of Empires is 119. Yeah, and you know what? Bro, Forza Horizon 5, the Ultimate Edition. I bought the Ultimate Edition. That was 90 quid, I think, or 80 or 90 quid. What a way to! I haven't played the game in like 2 years now. But that was a couple years ago now. Forza Horizon 5 came out in 2021, I think. Man. So it's almost like a price hike is due. Have I got a red coming up? Oh boy, we're in emergency. I was not paying attention to the signals, boys. We do have a red coming up. Do we have a player right here? We do have a player. Right. Train 1321 to Psari Dispatch, currently being held at a red signal. Do you have any information for me? I was so close to saying over. I'm telling you, London Underground is going to be the end of me when it comes to communicating in SimRail.
1321 waiting for pass for 110.
Message received. Thank you very much for the information. Because when you're actually using communications, radio communications, you're meant to say over, and even last time, more so now because I'm working, because I'm actually working almost every day now. It's a lot more like it's habit. Here we go.
1331 approved the entry to track 4.
That was 1331. We're 1321. So that wasn't to us. No, but that was to us though, because we're changing track. So I think that was to us, but he said our number. In that case, I'm just not going to respond, just in case it wasn't to us. Deluxe EA FC was 99 quid. I mean, there was a version of Train Sim World, right? The highest price version of Train Sim World was 120, no? 120 quid. To be fair, that came with a lot of stuff. But it was still a bundle, still a release bundle. Oh, the CEO of Take-Two. Okay, then yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's absolutely a wrap. A nice bit of calm before the raging 200-kilometer returns. Why don't you wait for it to have all specs and more things and buy the PS5 like a week before it launches? Oh, I'm not buying the PS5 now, Dommy. I'm gonna hold off as long as possible. That's why I was even saying if I can get like a PS5 and GTA 6 bundle, you know how like with like Spider-Man there was like the PS5 and Spider-Man thing. If I can get like that with GTA 6, then that would be like preferable.
1321 right for bus 3122.
Waiting for 1322 to pass. Train 1321 out. Thank you. This will delay us a little bit though because we were on time. He's a bad man, really. How so? Is there like some law there taking the GTA release day off? Yeah. Do we actually know when it was going to be released yet, or is there not a release date announced? Isn't it October 26th or something? No more 200, no, really? He sent freight in front of me. Oh boy. Well, at least it will give us a more of a varied run in it. Just a greedy CEO. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like how well would it have been? Would it have sat with gamers if, like, they've made enough money from GTA Online? They've made billions and billions. Like the profit is ridiculous. So why not release the game at like quote unquote normal pricing, set the standard for gamers across the globe and gaming across the globe in terms of pricing, and like be the good guy, because you're gonna make that money. You're gonna make a lot of money again anyway when the next episode of GTA Online comes out. So why not be the good guy, you know? But anyway, I hope GTA 6 like revives gaming. Like my friend, I don't know, he's my best friend, but I don't know. We don't really like talk. I guess he still is my best friend technically, but we don't really like talk much and stuff like that. We used to game a lot back in the day, but we were only doing like cross-play titles for a while. Then when those very, very few games that we played that were cross-play kind of like died out, that was kind of like the end. Because that was like how we'd like communicate the most, was through gaming, because, you know, we're both working, both got families, so it was tough. But I hope, because he's got PS5, so hopefully I'll get a PS5. I'm sure he's going to buy it ASAP, then hopefully we can start playing together again. And who knows, man, maybe that some good content can come out from that as well, can come from that. Regardless, the aim is to just farm GTA 6 content. You already know it's going to be a story mode playthrough. I don't think I'll stream it. I think it will just be like YouTube content. I think it'll just be YouTube content. And maybe I can meddle in some PS5 exclusives, seeing as I'm going to have a PS5. Not heard a date. $8.6 billion since release. Like, oh man, like you could pay. I'm pretty sure you could pay every person in the company $1 million annually. You can make them on $1 million salary, probably from the day of release up to today, and Take-Two wouldn't feel it. There actually was a headquarters, a Rockstar headquarter, not far from me, when I was living in West London. They've got a place in Chelsea, and I didn't even know about it. To my friend who actually lives in the Chelsea area, like he's on a bus one time and he's going past like a building, and there was just like posters.
3-1-2-1 clear for departure. Have a nice trip.
Thank you very much, dispatch. Have a good shift. And there was like Red Dead 1 posters on the wall, where there was like GTA 4, I think, posters on the wall, and there was just like a Rockstar symbol on the window. I just found that really cool, especially obviously being young. That was like really, really cool. That, oh my god, like there's a office right there, like a Rockstar office. I don't know if it still exists. I think I went past it like some years ago, and I think it was still there. No, that money is ridiculous. $1 billion on its own is ridiculous. 100 million on its own, 1/10 of $1 billion, is ridiculous. Man. Man. Got the achievement for flushing the toilet. I didn't get that achievement. I don't know why. I was trying it the other day. You don't like how what sounds, Tommy? Oh, the ED250. How close it is? How close is it? Sorry, to the real life one. Like, have SimRail done a good job of the sounds, or does it actually sound like the real train, and you just don't like how the real train sounds? Left a big sausage behind. That is diabolical. Too much Hungry Jacks. I can't be mad at him sending a freight ahead of us. It's obviously annoying, but it's honestly a mistake I probably would have made myself, so I'm the last person to get frustrated. Unless it's like something super dumb and super obvious, which we've had a fair share of experience in that. Then I'll just hush. I like the change in ballast. From the Italian close, but the horn just sounds bad, really. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like what it looks like it should sound, in my opinion. It's so big as I'm mistaken for a Hey, talking of sleepers, I'm sure I've said this before, but it's still so crazy to me. Those things are heavy. Sleepers are so, like, concrete sleepers are so heavy. Now, when I was studying my road engineering course and we were like out on the track working, we had like a pretend like a training track we were working on. Bro, 6 of us, yeah, like decently sized guys, 6 of us. And bro, I was feeling it. Oh my lord. Rail as well. Rails are so heavy. Like, it makes sense, right? They're meant to be heavy so they can be sturdy and, you know, fit for purpose. But like, you don't really, it's not really something you consider when you just see it like standing on a platform. I couldn't move on my own if I tried. I think they weigh upwards of 250 kg. Like a quarter of a ton for something that they're not huge, right? They're a little bit longer in length, but they're not massive. Damn. I almost really done my ankle with the rail. We had to like simulate change and rail, and like a section of rail was being lifted by 12 of us, 6 on each side, and it wasn't like a long section either. And it was very heavy with 12 people lifting it. And it came to putting it down, and it almost came down on my ankle. It like scrapes my ankle as it was coming down. Walking on ballast is a nightmare. With safety boost especially. I mean, you're not really going to walk with it with anything else. Like, my eyes were open to so many things I've never really considered before. Because when you're on a platform and you see ballast, it looks like you can just grab a couple rocks and just like, you can't. They're packed together so lightly, you can't move. They don't move. If they've been applied correctly anyway. I don't think I took that long to respond to that. It was very quick to start beeping. I think when that yellow line on the ETCS goes past 20 kilometers, we'll start slowing down to past 2 kilometers, 2,000 meters. I'm sure that those numbers are in meters. We'll get it to like maybe 70-ish, and then let it coast. I'll let it do so from here. SimRail really doesn't garner the viewership it used to, eh? For the SimRail streams, we'd be at, on Twitch alone, double-digit viewers concurrently the whole way through. Yeah, but Simon, it would make sense for them to be AI, and I think that would be fine. But they've stated that they'll be playable, right? So I think that is where the issue will lie more so, because it not only is that a bit of an annoying point in its own right, but it also just makes the team once again look very unprofessional and disconnected from each other. So many bugs on the screen. I like that, you know. I like it. It shows like mileage. It shows like we've been traveling for a while. How delayed are we now after that earlier 7 minutes? Okay, could be worse. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. Are you sure there's a freight train ahead of me, nerd? The wipers do... Not only the wipers, Sammy, but the washer as well, mate. Oh, how do I turn that on? I forgot. I forgot my keyband for the washers. What's my keyband for the washers? It's something that made sense. I just can't remember. Not radio channels. Cruise control, not cruise control. Other. We're into control and V. Okay. Control and V. So if I go V and then control and V, you'll see them just disappear after a little while. How about that? It's the details. It's the details. As I always say. Obviously it's not perfect, but if I had let it run for longer and applied some more water, they'd eventually all go. Well, what's even better is only what's actually covered by the wipers. So if there's like part of the windscreen that the wipers don't reach, they won't get... Whatever bug is there won't get wiped off. We do have a washer, yes. Honestly, I was so happy when I found out about it. And it flipping work. It's actually functional. It actually cleans the screen. I love it. I think they stated that they'd be AI and the fact that they're selectable. Is the bug... Oh, okay. I was under the impression that they'd said that the TGVs were drivable. Hey, listen, Sammy, the most important thing is that they count, right? The little things are never too little. Motion of the ocean, that's it. Would a 200-kilometer run NTSW feel the same as it does here? Because I feel like here, you've got the variety in liveries, trains, and multiplayer. Let's be realistic. If we had a 200 plus kilometer route in TSW, there wouldn't be as much of a variety of trains. There wouldn't be any variety in liveries. And there wouldn't be multiplayer. The multiplayer one I'm not too fussed about, although that does... My point in bringing that up is that it introduces variances in running. So like in SimRail, you could do the same service over and over, and there's a possibility that it could be different every single time, depending on who's dispatching and, you know, their style of dispatching and communications between yourself and the dispatcher, if you've got one who actually speaks. I don't know, I just don't feel like it would be exactly the same. I think it would be an improved experience relative to a lot of the DLCs we've got in the game now. But would it match up to this? It would be really nice to make more use of the TGV, definitely. And I think it would be nice to even get some more French routes, man. I'm not opposed to that. And like, it's been requested enough in the forums to make me think that there's a market for it. And France does have a decent bit to offer. I know some people are working on some French locos, like on the editor. I don't know if anyone's working on a French route. That would be cool. The long German route that was featured on the roadmap looks really nice. I'm sure, I really had the feeling that those particular screenshots were limited areas that had been done already. I'm sure there's a lot more work to do, given it's 100 plus kilometers. But for what's been done, it looks really good quality, and it's it just looks really interesting, like the crossings, the variety of trains. I really hope it actually flourishes. Look at that freight. That's good timing, that. That's really nice. Ooh. Got red coming up instantly. On ET22 mixed manifest. It really is nice seeing so many different bits of rolling stock. So many different liveries. It's so refreshing. It really makes you feel like you're actually traveling. And you're actually going through different regions. And then obviously the cherry on top being that you can actually communicate with dispatch. Hopefully a competent one. Not always a competent one. I feel like the word you wanted to use, Joe, was notorious, and I'm wondering why. Because the way you said it, it was almost like, Kozlov. I don't recall having many issues with it. But then also I haven't played this game properly, like, in almost a year. Was it last summer that I was playing, or was it the summer before? Holy moly. No, last summer. Last summer. I wasn't streaming 2023. Well, I was, but after summer, I think. Well, I was streaming during the summer, but I just wasn't getting many views. The long German route, Kassel to Wurzburg. That's the longest one in the game. Wolfsburg. I would even pronounce that in like German tongue. Nabil would slay me for that. Best spots for dispatching. Why is the grass rendering really weirdly sometimes? I don't know, it's weird, man. I always have these disconnects where, like, in my mind, it would be really nice to do some dispatching, but in my heart, I don't want to do any dispatching. Are we gonna get greens right through to now? It would be a first. I feel like I always end up getting held here. So far, so good. The green there is promising. All right, we're good. Right, now beyond this, it's going to be new to me. I don't think it's going to look incredibly different from the rest of the route, to be honest. But it'll be cool. We have AI dispatcher here. Is it a person? It's a person. Got quite a few dispatchers on. I've done it before, but not in clear conditions. So now I'm actually going to be able to see everything without being coxed by a blanket of snow. What? I didn't see a radio channel change. That's why I need to pay attention. Welcome back, ASR. How was your appointment? You've just come at the right time. We've just crossed Tunnel. So now we're in the new bits and bobs. The fun section of the run. I mean, we'll see how much more fun we have relative to the other, however long we've been driving. Any update on the release date of the DLC? I'm somewhat glad in a way that the full release of the game went the way it did, because I think the developers are now going to be extra careful about the releases, be it a DLC, be it a proper game update, because they are not going to want to go through that again. It's shadow rendering. Contact shadows on. I don't even know what contact shadows are. Plant shadows on. I'm searching for what makes, so when you go over a hill, you'll see the shadow. You'll see like okay, if you look like over here, can you see how the shadow like covers? You can see the shadow covering everything, and sometimes it happens quite close and it's quite jarring. Or is that like just? I know it's a rendering thing. But I'm sure it's like shadow rendering. Like if you look, okay, it'll probably happen here. You can see the shadow there. Hold on. Yeah, you can see it here happening. Almost like a wave. Is it? I didn't notice it before. Perhaps because the sun wasn't as low as it is. Yeah, but it's not usually that jarring. It doesn't usually happen that closely. And I've turned my settings down a little bit, so I'm wondering if it's something that I've turned down. Like, look over there. Like, that's too close to us. I know he doesn't do that, and he doesn't even do that in TSW. Before I even get into other games that have a bit more decorum. Looking at the route, it looks like it'll be more. What route, Joe? The DLC route? I don't think I have shadow quality to max, no, because I'm on the high preset, so I don't think I've got my shadow quality on high. But where is shadow quality? It's not here. Lighting quality, it's on high. No, that's still happening. I can see it happening over here. I'll leave it on ultra anyway. I prefer lighting on ultra. Don't think it would affect performance too much. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I had the ultra preset, it would still be happening, and I just didn't notice it because of the where the sun is. Yeah, no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it as it is. Driving this thing at 110 is like driving the ICET on Frankfurter Folder in those certain slow sections. It just feels slow for an ICE anyway. Oh my god, it's so slow to accelerate. It makes sense, right? It's an ICE made more for, like, you know, not high speed, but because it's an ICE and it's got that shape, it just feels wrong for it not to just be a rocket. Is that the maximum speed it's going to run, ASR? Oh, sorry, Simon. Sorry, yeah, no. if you go on the last roadmap, at the very bottom, they've got the PC editor creations, and they're like spotlighting some of the community's work, some routes, some locos. There's a freight wagon in there, and within that bunch, there's a German route. I think it began with C. The name began with C. The name of the line. No, but on the Ludwigsbahn, there's a 90-kilometer section, and maybe even an 80-kilometer section. Okay, well, as long as it's not too long, hopefully. Although, when the whole thing's 60 kilometers. You're delivering pipes? No, that's got a whole other meaning down here, mate. Delivering pipe. It runs very near the Polish border. I need to see the Polish IC coaches. Could it include Berlin? That would be so sick if it includes Berlin. Cottbus, yeah, that's the one, yeah. Berlin would be very cool. Very, very cool. I saw a picture today of the station itself. And yeah, it looks really nice, man. I mean, Berlin is a nice place in general. I've rinsed it out in bus sims and truck sims. It's time to rinse it out a bit in train sim now. I mean, ASR, it's not too much different to the rest of the map. You know, a lot of, I guess, Polish countryside is very similar. It's obviously nice to have the extension as it is.
Now then.
I don't have anything against the extension itself, but it's not too different to, like, plot me on the other side, and I wouldn't really notice much of a difference, you know? Being a community project, Simon, hopefully when they say Cottbus to Berlin, it actually goes from Cottbus to Berlin. I would prefer if it was a bit faster, ASR. But if it's this way in reality, then I've got nothing against that. It's very, what's the word? It was the word that Dovetail used in their roadmap. It's very, the word is gone. It's very, I'll say hopeful. It's a very hopeful plan. But if they can pull it off. And honestly, I don't know what's stopping them updating it like, release it in sections, basically. Like, feel free to charge a high price if it ends up being sold officially, but with the promise that it will be sold in sections, because they can't really sell us sections, so they have to charge us the whole thing, which is a big risk, and I don't think everyone would be down for that, but I think that makes the most sense from their point of view. Ambitious, that's the word. Ambitious. It's on the way to Krakow from Berlin. That's wild. So technically, if I wanted to be a bit of a nerd, I could run to Krakow on here, and then jump on that route from as close to Krakow as possible, and run to Berlin from there, and then basically have like one massive Warsaw to Berlin kind of route. Probably be good for views. It'd be a long ass run though. They're on a different way now. Is it going to be set in modern day though? Or is it going to be set a little bit? Is it going to be backdated a little bit? No, just close them against Germany, Krakow. If Krakow is not too far from the border, or yeah, the German route. Oh, Katowice. Is that the closest to Germany we get? Katowice is near. Okay, I stand to be corrected then. Katowice. In which case, we would just hope that the German route come in. The German route is meant to cross the border, right? ASR, if I'm not mistaken, the German route that's come into SimRail. Because it's 200 kilometers from the border. Okay. It is a long way from the border. If Katowice is if Katowice is 300 k's. Generally modern era. I guess we'll see when it's officially announced. I wonder how much information's been released on the thread, because it's similar to like the Mildmay line. Like we had a lot of information already given to us, like way before the teaser. And it was all on the thread. Alright, Dommy, take care, mate. I understand the SimRail requests the border further south. No, oh, okay. My Polish geography is not the greatest, to be honest. Neither is my German, if I'm being completely honest. It was my general geography was good when I was playing a lot of Euro Truck. That taught me, that taught me so much. That was my like geography class, just playing Euro Truck. I'm going to hand over to the bot here and take a quick bathroom break. Lovely little function, that, honestly. Alrighty. Closest place of Germany in cinema was the train. Really? I mean, I don't think that counts too much. Being a training track. No, do I already spend 10k on that? Number one, knowing that I've just come back from the bathroom, and so I really don't need any liquid in me right now. And number two, knowing that I'm drinking anyway, like across the stream. So why? I hope that's made you content. Right, I gotta do this stuff again. Oh no, remembered it. Remembered it. Oh no, there's a red coming. Nerd, can you step on it a little bit, mate? It's you that's in front of us, right? Get a move on. What am I gonna do after this, finishing this run? We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna do dispatching. I'm not. I just don't want to do dispatching. I'm not feeling it. So we'll take another run, and we'll see. I don't mind doing a bit of freight if it comes to that. I really don't know. I'll probably just have a look on the live timetable, see what's coming, and go from there and do what I usually do. You're checking my health. Thank you, nerd. Very considerate of you. How very considerate. Punishment for not doing 250. Good evening, my bot. Long time. How have you been, mate? Good to see you. I feel like it's SimRail that brings you back. I feel like I only see you come when I'm streaming SimRail. I know life's very busy. Glad that you're fine, man. I'm doing good, thank you, myself. School's pushing hard. I know, man. I know. And you gotta keep pushing as well. You gotta keep tussling. I'm just gonna coast for a little bit. I'm just gonna coast until the train goes down to like 50. I'm not gonna put any power on. Oh, performance here has been perfect. So far. What would it be like if I was playing at 4K Ultra? I don't know. Although to be fair, I played in 4K Ultra off stream anyway, and I'm fine. But relative to like the performance we had earlier in some sections, it's been really good. Well, I'm accelerating. Well, no. Well, I'm not accelerating. The train is accelerating because of gravity. Not my fault. Exactly. It's not of my own doing. Not of mine doing. We are chilling. Of course, you're going to say that, ASR, Mr. Voltage Efficiency Watcher. But yeah, it is wise to take advantage of... I mean, honestly, I don't think train drivers care. I obviously don't know, but I wouldn't think like that they get watched in terms of their efficiency. Maybe they do, I don't know. You think I've seen freight trains? Yeah, that makes sense. Save a lot of fuel. Much more efficient. They get an extra for being efficient. Do they actually? Fair enough. Grit is happy with my behavior. I haven't seen anything about it these days. I wonder if she's still kicking about. ASR is Greta Thunberg. So ASR is number 2. He's also Greta Thunberg. How many aliases are we going to give ASR? Tomorrow is the last stream for a little while. I'll come back with a bang. 5th of February. I think that's going to be a Wednesday. Will be the giveaway. The TSW DLC giveaway. Oh, who's this then to our right? I wonder who this is. I wonder who this is. This Muppet to our right. Oh, is that for wheel spin? Oh. I was wondering what that was. I feel like you guys have told me that before, and I've just forgotten. Ah. I mean, it makes sense. It looks more like the Naruto logo, though, than anything. Oh, that would have been very bad for efficiency then, isn't it? No, ASR. Max power while not really going anywhere. No, not independent, just pass you. That's very funny because I'm in a Pendo and I just passed a Muppet in a freight train. I don't even know what loco you're in. Right, I'm going to start looking for a service a little bit before we finish this run so that we're not waiting and waiting and waiting for it to appear on the map. Okay, so we're... So, okay, so basically when I see Governey on the... When it comes up as the next place, I will, I'll go and look on the timetable. I didn't see the current flow, but that would make sense. That would make sense. Oh, those reflections are nice. Not exactly ray traced, but good enough. I own a dragon. Decent. Exactly, ASR. Oh, nerd, man. You've got me in the mood for cake ever since you mentioned Lamington. PC dying in the background. You know what? My room is so warm, and it's really cold in this house usually. My room is so warm. Like beyond what even turning on the heater usually does. And that's a positive of not having a side my tempered glass on. My case is completely open. Oh, nerd, man. You're killing me. I'm not going to be having Subway for a while. I guess no need to ask why we're being stopped. The answer is right there in front of us. The Krakow section looks more pretty than most of the rest of the game. Subjective. I don't feel like there's too much of a difference, personally. Sauna in the summer, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. You don't knew how much I was complaining in the summer. I didn't. Every stream I was mentioning it. It would be like 33, 34 degrees Celsius. With the window open, with my fan blowing. Oh, those GTA streams, yeah. And I'd be like in my boxers as well. That's not the opposite. How is that the opposite, nerd? That's the exact same principle. Oh, absolutely, ASR. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who would have thought it's possible in a train game, eh? What's the delay saying? 15 minutes? Really? I didn't think it was that bad. Exhaust fan to push from the PC to outside. That's what I could do with in the summer. Yeah, but you're still saying that it's cooler outside than it is inside, which is what I'm saying. Yeah. And obviously, without the obvious noise, you've also got the very obvious screen showing you all the axles and what's going on. Of course not, Sammy. I'm still tempted. I would still love to, you know, partake, but the stakes are too high now with my job. And it's like, you know where like, oh, there's never a random test. There's never a random test until you do something that's gonna get you to fail, and then all of a sudden there's a random test. Thank you for the posture check. I'm sitting a bit strange. 15 minutes on a Pendo's luxury treatment. What do you mean, is it? I mean, no, you know what? You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I just got what you meant. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think it would have changed much. Actually, who knows? Maybe it would have. But I would also not be impressed with myself. The only way I know that I'm wall slipping ASR from the internal cam, because yeah, from the outside you can hear it going zzz. And from the inside, all you have is the HUD showing you. Because nothing works inside the train. No screens work. Right, I'm going to start searching for the next one now. Okay, I've got a bunch. So does this train actually stop at Krakow Govny then? In reality as well? I guess so, innit? Because even so, the run would just end afterwards. The tourist slipping in. Like it feels like an orchestra, huh? I've never witnessed it in reality. I know you said the video. Oh, I got an achievement. Oh yeah, I got it. The old capital, Warsaw to Krakow. Why is there a car on the rails? What is going on here? This would be a cause of concern, wouldn't it? What are you doing, darling? This looks nice and fresh. This is a section. Oh yeah, it's a timeout nerd. I just saw that. Remind me if I forget, please. The hydrate button is 10k, my bot, because I was being trolled. Don't let nerd lie to you. He was part of the troll gang, and so something had to be done immediately. This was a while ago, but I just haven't been bothered to change it. Was that me in the car? Yes, because I was here and there at the same time. No, absolutely, mate. Sounds to me like it could have been you, if I'm being completely honest. Thought you were driving your Volvo in a Euro truck. Government Central. Government Central. Oh, I've got the others. Does Government Central? I forgot the others. I forgot the. I knew the East and West, and they're gone. You timed out ASR as well. When? Hold on. Okay, you timed out each other. Right, I see it now. You almost got away, ASR. You almost got away. Good to see that the moderator stuff is working today. Parent 4, track 4, section 4. Yes, all fours. Zakhodny is west. Yes, Zakhodny is west. Ah, the thing is, I actually forgot the name like completely. I can't even go back in the timetable. So Zakhodny is west, so that means that Viskodnia is east. It's not even like there's like a clue in the word. You just have to remember it. Main rather than central. Okay, you do have central now. Yeah. Zakhodny is west. That's the thing. Like in my mind, I would try to like connect the two together. So Zakhod and west. There's no those two words. There's nothing that even gives you a clue that means one means the other. So that's what I mean. You have to like just raw dog it in your mind. Polodniovi is south. Yeah, you know, thank God I don't actually try to learn these because boy, it sounds like a headache. Just getting the pronunciations right for some of these stations was difficult enough. Power Notch is north. Oh, is it? That one I didn't know. I think I've heard of Polodnovi being south before, and I knew Zakhodny and Viskodny. But I think that's the first time I'm hearing of it. You just guess the pronunciation. That's what I used to do. And it was crazy because I was applying my own logic to kind of what they would sound like. And boy, I was so far off. It was ridiculous. Vostrova, Power Notch. Yeah. So Vostrova north. This area looks nice because it's built up. It's a little bit different to the forest that we're constantly driving through. Well, unfortunately, it's not going to last too long, is it? I wonder if it would go another 2 hours without stopping again. Miasto means city. Okay, that's the first time I'm hearing that one as well. Do I know how Vodge is pronounced? Yes. Vodge. Vodge. Well, I'm pretty confident, so I hope that's right. I know the L with the strike is pronounced as a V. The L with nothing is pronounced as a W. And then the L with the... No, wait. The L with nothing is pronounced... I don't remember. I had it at some point, and now I no longer have it. Right. Let us find this one. But they don't say it. Lest I be trolled and somebody takes it. 45026. It's got 3 hours in it. We are not going to be doing the whole thing. We are not going to be here for the whole 3 hours. So, yeah, we'll take it for as long as we can. L is the dash. L is like a double. Oh, okay. And W is like a U. Yeah. Stream sniping. Stream sniping, I say yes. Can't stream snipe me for this one though. Haha. Right, so we are driving this from Katowice to Warsaw. Boom. Boom. I'll take over at Katowice. I'll turn on everything that needs to be turned on. What are we driving today? EP08. EP08? EP08? Is that new? Or do I just never ever drive this? Oh no, W is like a V. Yeah, Vostrova. Yeah. W is like a V. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Connor, you know the answer to that question, mate. Oh yeah, View 5. This one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it sounds nice. I know it's only break-in, but it sounds nice. I'm allowed to say that, I think. Right, thank you very much, driver. You've done a wonderful job. We will now be taking over. Thank you. Legs heating, yes please. Train heating on. Cabin heating on. Oh, yeah, give me a low light as well. It was cab lighting, okay. Cab lighting and cab lighting dimming. Yeah, I like it. A nice little low light. Alright, Sammy. Take care, mate. Have a good one. EP08 released in March 2023, specific deliveries from April. Oh, okay. Subscribers should not be timed out. Keep reckoning, nerds. Glad that you're doing good, Connor. I'm well, thank you, mate. I don't need to control the doors on this one, isn't it? It's all guard controlled. Hey, so what's this clicking sound again? I forgot. I haven't heard it in a long time. The speedo. Is it? I thought it was something different. I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember it being a speedo. But yeah, fair enough. Recording your overspeeding. Well, how about it kicks in when I'm actually overspeeding? Yeah, but I can't constantly drive in it though, Joe. As nice and cinematic as it is from a viewing perspective, it's gonna be really difficult to see what's coming. It's constantly recording your speed. Yeah, no, fair enough. Makes sense. Jesus Christ, nerd. I remember dispatching here. Good times. Very peaceful place. Like you're so close to the chaos, but you're good. It's like it's the equivalent of like listening to like a thunderstorm being indoors. Why? Or is that Vierci, right? Vierci is like knee deep in manure. Amateur, right? Very well. If that's how it is. Now YouTube's just been okay today. Joe and Simon have been carrying. Always nice to have some action over there. I feel like really homey in here. It feels like it's really nice and warm and yeah. It feels like a nice place to be. I haven't forgotten how to dispatch. I'm just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. I haven't got the energy for it. I told you that you can't bully me into thinking things or doing things. This Explorer thing should have counted all the areas we've travelled on already, man. The fact that it's like started from the beginning is treacherous. Ludwig spawn. Ludwig spawn. Ludwig spawn. It's an interesting name. I'm glad proper night driving is back. I'll release like the scenarios over the next coming days, and then I'll play through the journey mode properly. Next week, on the from the 5th onwards. And yeah, just as a reminder, there will be a giveaway. All you need to do is either be subscribed on YouTube or following on Twitch. Not a high bar, I don't think. I think entry is via Twitch only, though. I don't think you'll be able to enter it on YouTube. Still working on that. But yeah. And then if you want Ludwig's bun for yourself, but you don't want to pay for it, enter the giveaway. And then just choose it as your DLC of choice. Tomorrow... I guess I could play it tomorrow. I'll play it tomorrow. Then at least I'll kind of like get familiar with the routes and the trains on it, if I'm not familiar with them already. And just do scenarios after. I think that would make more sense. Yeah, I completely forgot I'm streaming tomorrow. Thank God I was slowed down here, because I've only just noticed that we're stopping here and we're 600 meters away. Why left track? I don't know, mate. There is a person dispatching. Nice old school platform information systems. What do you go bully him? Bully me or bully the person dispatching? Can't bully me. Interesting stuff going on with the graphics. You can't bully me, Nags. Even if you tried. I would rather you didn't. But even if you did, you're going to be very successful. Only time you guys were successful was with Holiday Express. But hey, at least I got paid for that, so it kind of balances out. So you can't bully me just for a cost. Basically. It will cost you. Do 250 in this. I mean, we can try. I'm not going to. Just to be clear. Sorry to destroy your hopes. But should we try, I don't think I'd be very successful. I was meant to play Roblox at some point. I forgot. I was meant to play Roblox this week. And I completely forgot. You have a surprise for me. What is a surprise? Yes, I do remember. What about it? Wanna guess? Have you made like a montage? I wouldn't put that past you. Considering you've got all of them. Just don't send them to DZ. Wow. Don't send them to DTG. It's not have a repeat of yesterday where I couldn't get out a single bloody word. Maybe, maybe not. You have to ask yourself before you do it, nerd. Is it worth your time? Just to spite me. Is it actually worth your time? If you were to have a sit down and really think about it, would it be worth your time? You're just going to say yes anyway. There's nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do. What will be, will be. It is what it is. .41 out of 70. We're getting there with these achievements. Not that I care much for it, but I guess it's the whole just exploring everything, basically. Just shoving clips into... Sent to Matt directly. How's that going to work out for me, I wonder? I'll be like #1 on the ban list. They'll stick like posters of me, like posters of my logo on the walls at the offices. Then do not make this man an ambassador. Yeah, Grinch outfit. I think I don't know. There was a condition. I gave you guys a condition, and it wasn't met. I was ready to do it, but I was genuinely ready to do it. By the way, because it would have been fun for like the kids as well. So I would have made like good use of it. That's a good sign. Oh boy, and yeah, you know the Germans are very. They want to see their stuff done properly. Well, let's see where this goes, man. If enough noise is made about it. At this point, it's not just enough noise being made for Dovetail to change their ways. It's enough noise being made that more and more people get their eyes opened to what's really going on in terms of quality and stuff. Because if you're just a casual player, you won't really notice anything. Oh my god. I am approaching the station, aren't I? I'm so used to just flying through every station. We're good though. Might even put wanted posters up in every station in the TSW. Yeah. You're gonna have Pringles guy, then you're gonna have me. Not making fun of the marketing material many. This sentence: S-Bahn and ICE services meet in the first German route release for trains. What? Not only is that just flat out wrong, but how is that even like a marketing thing? No, honestly, it would be good for like, maybe like reels, shorts, TikTok, stuff like that. It would be handy. The drifted one was so cool. So cool. How have you compiled all of them, by the way? How have you done it? Have you just been like saving them over time? Thank you very much, Simon. Good luck with the move, my man. Getting a PS5, but nice one. Good luck, my man. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Have a good weekend. That's the counter for every crash. I won't stop you. Not much showing me. Yeah, fair enough. Because a lot of them don't get clipped. Thankfully, a lot of them don't get clipped. See you later, mate. Woo! It's kicking in. It's kicking in. We need a full-time clipper. Maybe I should hire one. What's your job? I'm a full-time clipper. My stream's frozen on the phone. We're still good, right? Let me just close TikTok and open it again. Not close TikTok, sorry, close Twitch. What are SES streaming? Okay, we're good. Who kids through college? Hey, I'll be proud of that. That'll be a plus in my opinion. We've seen a couple reports of passengers mixing. What does that even mean? Mixing at stations. Mixing at stations? What do you mean by mixing? We're taking notes and the team will look to address this in the patch. Good old taking a look at it and the teams will address it. Good old reliable answer. Unbelievable. For a route that's already trash, low effort, with no new trains. But you've a route that you've released with known bugs already as it is for a regular price. That's also something to kind of consider. And now there's new it's mad. How oh no, not the Holiday Express clips. Oh no, that's where the line gets drawn. Probably good content, to be fair. I'm yet to watch footage back. I don't plan to either. Mixing means no passengers appearing. Oh, well, that's nothing new though. What the hell? Stop it. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Why are they pretending? It's not new. How often do we not get passengers on stage? What are you talking about? Oh, the team were looking to address this as if it's something new. Some new bug that they've just encountered. Get off it, man. Get off it. Ridiculous. Come off it, man. They didn't notice it in the previous stream. I saw somebody in the chat right that right in the forums right that there was like barely any passengers in the previous stream. So you didn't notice it then? Do you mean to write missing ASR? Missing is MISS instead of MIXX. That's for PTSD. Might as well get it over and done with at some point, innit? The door controls are wrong with the 114. Another issue with the 114. Jesus Christ. Like you do open left doors and the right doors open. I swear that's not the first time we've had that as well. I told you we should do a bingo with old issues, old bugs that have been fixed that show up in new DLC. Would be a fun game. Cue all the forum crybabies that are just going to buy the next DLC, and then when it has the same issues, they're going to be crying about it again, and then buy the next DLC, and when it's got the same issues, they're going to come crying again. It's been happening for 3-4 years now. I respect the consistency. It's not easy. I love the blue lighting especially. I don't know how well it shows on this in the stream. Please do set your stream to 1080p if it's not already, so you can actually see what's going on. But I love the lighting, man. I still wish we had a I forgot the name for it, but like a gradient meter, a gradient indicator on the HUD. For some reason, 120 in this feels like 160 in the Pendolino. Four 5026. I've never seen this service before with containers and passenger coaches on it. Nice. How late are we? 2 minutes. Hello, Dan. Oh, sweet. How was your trip? I'm an absolute piece of gold. Oh, well, that's strange coming from you. Where's this niceness coming from? Something's off. Something's amiss. Very tiring. It means you were out and about a lot, making the most of it, which it's the right way to do it, to be fair. Really? What did he do it? Did he actually do it in, or is it just done in after a long periods of walking? Or did you do it properly and you got yourself a bike? And he just wasn't ready for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that will do it. Steel toe caps are not the one to do long distance walking in. Even just having them on for a long period of time will do it. What time are we actually due here? 5:23. Okay, we're leaving. Oh no, we're not leaving on time. Nope, we're like 2 minutes behind. 4 minutes apparently. Oh, we're cleared for 140. I cannot do 250, nerd. No, mate. The lie detector has determined that was a lie. Wrong radio channel, really? I could try. I won't try. Sorry for disappoint. Give us an auto in the settings of radio channel. I'm happy to do it manually. I know you like speed. We know, nerds. We know. We've seen you drive, whether it be trucks, whether it be trains. We've seen it. We've seen enough. Actually, you've never streamed any train games. Have you streamed a SimRail session before? Oh, fair enough. Both horn sets okay. Can you do that now? I mean, I was wanting that for a while when I learned that there is actually a button to do both horns at the same time. Oh, yeah, look at that. I was gonna make it space then. Cheers. No, I didn't apply. I'm not abandoning anything. Ah. Because it only has a high, I can't press it because there's no dual one. Okay, I see my dilemma here. Okay. How long for this stream? As it stands, whenever my dinner's ready. Can I have them together? Can I have them clash? We'll see. So what did I must have changed something here by accident earlier on. Earlier on, then. God knows. This one does have high and low. Well, it didn't work. I pressed space, and it didn't work. And I've changed them to match TSW keybinds. That's why I've got them as space and N. I'm in the EP08 though, ASR, and I nothing happened when I pressed space. Oh, that was the list of ones you can't. Okay. I just read the message previously. What station are we next stopping at? Warszawa. Oh, no. 15-20 minutes, I think. So we get there roughly. I said power notch. I didn't say power notch. I said power notch. Oh, power knock. Poo knock? Poo knock, like that? How have I never been corrected until now? Are you sure? Let me have a look. I've got an album. I don't know what. I forgot which one of my phones it's on. I've got an album literally dedicated to some Asian pronunciations. It's not all of them, but it's a fair few. It's gonna be on this phone. Oh, where's my SimRail? I had a SimRail album. Where's it gone? That's really weird. That's really, really weird. I had an album with like 7 or 8 different pictures of like the word like broken up, and you could see, and it would show like how each part of the word is pronounced. And that whole album is gone alongside of all the pictures in it. That's super weird. Super, super, super weird. Hmm. Certainly wasn't on this phone, though it could have been on this phone. That's weird. Really weird. Really, really, really weird. I know it is what it is. Follow me.
135 being open, clear for the.
This guy's putting in a shift. He's still here. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to be here soon. And we are a long way from where we will be terminating. So I'm going to head to, or give the train over to the bot, who instantly just kills the lights for some reason. But you know, he's in charge. Let's have a look at who we can raid. This doesn't look like SimRail. Doesn't look like SimRail at all. Or raid this guy. Get his view count up a little bit. Alright, my people, on my end, it has been a pleasure once again. Thank you very, very much for joining me once again. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon with some Ludwig's Barn on TSW. And yeah, until then, have a lovely rest of your evening. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe. Health is wealth. And until the next one, peace out. Thank you very much.